Hello, my honeys. My name is Healthy Emmie. I'm a plant-based nutritionist. I'm having a couple over tonight for a double date. It's Cinco de Mayo, and we are celebrating with healthy plant-based Mexican food. If you're new here, hey, like I said, the name's Healthy Emmie. I'm thrilled you're here. I'm the creator of the Slim on Starch program. I'm a weight loss specialist. If you want to lose weight with me and a mindset coach and a nutrition coach, just click the link in the down bar to get started in the Slim on Starch program. My first video in my new kitchen, in my new apartment. There are going to be some changes. I'm going to be making this into a white marble countertop, so it pains me that I'm making a video while it's still gray, and that's going to become white marble too. I just got one of those. I'll show you when it happens, but just know, this is going to be representative of my aesthetic as quickly as you can say sweet potato. So what better way to celebrate Cinco de Mayo than with tacos? I went to Trader Joe's, it's right down the street from me, and they were all out of the jicama wraps, but my bestie Lauren, who lives down the street, she's going to be picking up the jicama wraps. So we're going to have the jicama wraps. I also got the corn and wheat tortillas from Trader Joe's as well. I really like how there's not any oil added to these. The ingredients are corn flour, wheat flour, some salt, vinegar, baking powder, and then some guar gum just as a thickener. And I don't worry if there's some xanthan gum or if there's some guar gum, that doesn't bother me in the slightest. So these are great. They didn't have any corn tortillas that were just corn, water, lime. Those are awesome, but these are a great option as well. Black beans. The people that are coming over, Lauren and Jared, neither of them are vegan or vegetarian. They eat anything, and they'll eat anything that's put in front of them. So this is going to be the protein source. I mean, I don't even know why I'm using air quotes. I mean, the replacement for meat. So instead of doing meat in our tacos, we're going to do black beans. And even if you did have people that were very steadfast and strong in having meat, that's totally fine. You can make some meat and you could have it along with everything. What's so great about Mexican food and taco bars is that it's so versatile. Every single diet can be adhered to. It's fantastic. So I'm going to keep it meat free, and we're going to do the black beans. For the veggies that are going to go into the tacos, we got the best of the best. The fire roasted peppers and onions from Trader Joe's are elite. And I was nervous when I was there yesterday on May the 4th. Be with you. I was thinking, I hope everybody doesn't steal these because Cinco de Mayo is tomorrow, but everybody was still too busy stealing the jicama wraps from me. So we're going to do these for the veggies on the inside. I'm just going to water saute these over a non-skillet pan. They have such great flavor. You really don't have to add anything to them. And then I'm also going to roast up some veggies on a baking sheet. So I have some zucchini, I have some summer squash, and then I have some red onion. And I'm probably just going to lay these on a baking sheet and pour over maybe some chili powder, some garlic powder, just pour some spices over them and throw them in the oven, just simply baked. And then I have, these are not Mexican by any means, but I have them, and I think it would be fun if Lauren and Jared wanted to try some of the Hawaiian sweet potatoes. So I'm just going to make those and put those on the side as well. I also have some salsa and some guacamole, just store-bought. Sometimes salsa, I actually didn't check this. Sometimes you want to check the ingredients because sometimes they will add sugar into the salsa, but this one is just fine. And then for rice, I'm not a huge rice girl. I am more so, I want the tortillas, I want the veggies, I want the guac. I kind of want it to be all wrapped up in something. I'm not a huge rice person when it comes to my Mexican food. I could take it or leave it. And because that is the case with me, and I know that they will want rice, I decided to pick up a rice that I probably wouldn't eat because it does have oil added to it. But I think this will be great for them because if I were to make up just plain brown rice, it would be pretty tasteless to them because they're used to not eating this way, and I wouldn't even have the rice anyway. It just wouldn't be worth it. So I'm going to skip out on rice, and I got them the Spanish style rice, which is, I just have to microwave it. I mean, so easy. What you could do if you do want to keep it, SOS and all that good stuff, you could get some brown rice and then get some salsa and just mix the two together, and you could do it that way. But I saw this and I was like, whatever, this is just so much easier. So I got this Spanish style rice from Trader Joe's. This is not going to be SOS approved, but I'm just being totally honest about what I'm serving everybody. Oh, and I have iceberg lettuce. Terrific. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start to lay everything out. I'm going to put these back in the freezer because I'm not making them just yet. I'm going to bake my sweet potatoes. Now I'm just going to wrap these sweet potatoes in tin foil. I've just wrapped a bunch of the sweet potatoes in tin foil, and I'm just going to put them in the oven at 450 for about an hour. To be honest, this is not the best way to do it. The best way is to do more of a low and slow approach, but they're going to be fine. I'm not too picky. Potatoes are good no matter what, right? I also remembered, in honor of my brother, I'm making Thai's pico. Forgot I got the ingredients for those. So why don't we make that now? That'll be fun. Let's make Thai's pico together. This, I believe, is featured in my Healthy Veggies cookbook, which is like the simplest cookbook of all time. I can't even call it a cookbook. The Simply Veggies cookbook is simply just vegetables, ways to cook vegetables if you want to cook them without oil and salt and, butter and all of that. So if you're looking for something super, super fancy, the Healthy Veggies cookbook is not it. But I believe this recipe is in there, inspired by my brother. So something that I learned from Ty, my brother Ty, is that you want to roll the jalapenos because that releases the flavor. That, or he's just trying to make me look like an idiot as I stand here rolling my jalapenos. This recipe is very simple. I'm simply going to chop up, I have some tomatoes, lime, jalapenos, and then I'll chop up the onion. I just got to wash these tomatoes. So something that I know my mom struggles with this. When having people over, it's so funny. She always wants to, just because other people are coming, she thinks, well, I need to have a little something extra. Maybe I should make a chicken breast, or maybe I should make, something special. And I say, people will be so grateful to come and to have a meal that is fresh and healthy and nourishing and light. And the fact that you're having them over is gracious enough. The food that you make is delicious. And so I could succumb to, it even crossed my mind in thinking, okay, my friends are coming over. Should I have some meat for them? Or should I maybe have some sour cream? Or should I even do the vegan junk food and get some, fake beef, some fake ground beef or whatever it is? And then I thought, no, I think that they'll really enjoy this, having a nice, fresh, healthy meal. And it's just one meal that they'll probably perhaps even be inspired by. So I'm sticking to my guns, doing the SOS thing, with the exception of the Spanish rice. And I also will say I am always accommodating to, if somebody does have a dietary need, I absolutely will accommodate. I know both of them. I've been friends with one of my best friends, Lauren, since we were like 11. So I know her, and I know that all of her dietary needs are being accommodated too. She can't have apples. And so if I were to serve an apple, that would be mean. She's allergic to apples. Chopping up all the tomatoes. Okay, tomatoes are done. I have a red onion here, a half of a very big red onion. So tomatoes, good. The tomato in the bowl. All right, I'm going to do the red onion. My brother once told me, he used to work in a kitchen. Oh, I missed a tomato. Sorry, little guy. My brother once told me with red onions that the joke in the kitchen was to make it so that you don't cry, you put the skin of the onion on your head, and that keeps you from crying. AKA, my brother's just a big mean bully trying to get me to put an onion skin on my head. I'm rolling jalapenos. I have onion skins on my head. All right. Onion coming in hot. Guys, I'm like exhausted already. I do not spend much time in the kitchen. I eat very simply. So I wanted to make this as simple as possible. And, you know, even me doing the pico is like, I'm really stepping it up, making some fresh pico. Like, give me a 5-star Yelp review, you know. But under normal circumstances, this is just the easiest meal for company. And everyone loves a taco bar. Who does not love a taco bar? Not the people for me, let me tell you that. But I'm going the extra mile by making my brother's homemade pico. My brother's homemade 4-ingredient pico, breaking my back over it. But all of this to say, it's so easy. Just get some rice, get some beans, get some taco shells, some fajita veggies, lettuce, salsa, guac, and you are good. It's all you need. It can take 2 seconds. And like I said, people get excited about a taco bar. I actually think I might need a different bowl for this. As a minimalist, I don't have many bowls. All right, I'm gonna put the jalapeno in. That's a better fit. And then I'm going to add in my lime. The smell of lime always makes me feel like I'm out at a restaurant or something because I always get a seltzer with lime in it. And my brother usually adds salt and pepper. I'm not going to add salt to it. All right, I'm going to chop up some of the lettuce. Iceberg lettuce, voila. All right, beauteous. So now I'm just going to chop up my veggies and lay them on the pan. So my summer squash and my zucchini, I'm going to slice those up into half moons. I got some chili powder, some onion powder, and some garlic powder. Just going to toss them. Said powders. So I've got a baking sheet and parchment paper, and I'm just going to line this with said veggies. I want to layer them, so I don't want them to be on top of one another. And here's a tip. If you're roasting veggies, you want to group the same veggies in the same area in the event that one veggie cooks before the other. And that way, you know, let's say the zucchini cook faster. Although I think the summer squash will cook faster because they have a lower water content. Let's say that the summer squash cooks faster. I can then remove the summer squash if I need to and keep the zucchini going by grouping the zucchini next to one another and the summer squash next to one another. And I'll roast this probably at like 425 for, I don't know, 20 minutes. I'll check it. I'll check it after like 15 and see how we're going. This is just barely gonna fit. Actually, won't fit. Smells good though. It smells very garlicky. All right, so we've got the veggies. Veggies are all lined up, and I'm gonna wait to put those in the oven. I'm using the Caraway pans. Love these pans. They're non-stick, and I'm gonna use this for the fajita veggies. Black beans are drained and rinsed. All right, so it's a bit later. I've got my jeans on, and my friends are going to be here in about 20-ish minutes. So I've got the oven on with the veggies in there. This oven has really great settings. It has convection roast, which I really like to roast my potatoes on. And I have it on that setting right now. I just took the Hawaiian sweet potatoes out of the oven, so I'm going to put these onto a plate. Don't want to keep these in the tin foil, by the way. That's a no-no. That can make bacteria grow pretty quick, but I'm not going to keep it wrapped in the tin foil. We've got our tortillas. Does it smell good in here? And they're directly from frozen, so I just took them right from the bag and added them in here. So I have it on high right now just to kind of get it thawed. But I'm probably not going to add too much water. I'll just put the cover on this and let it water saute. So we're almost done here. To recap, we're going to start out with our tortillas. My friend Lauren is bringing the jicama tortillas. Then, the rice. I gotta heat up the rice. So we'll throw this in a bowl. Let's see here. Oh, this is so easy. Heat on high for 4.5 minutes. Easy. So we have the rice heating up. I'm going to take out the salsa and the guac. You take your plate. You take a tortilla. You can put some rice on it. Put on some lettuce, some beans, some guac, some pico, some salsa, and then the oven roasted veggies. And if you'd like, you can also have a Hawaiian sweet potato. And that's going to be our feast. So if you're having friends over or family over for dinner, I would encourage you to at least try this out and see how it goes. You don't even have to make mention of the fact that it's whole food, plant-based, vegan. A lot of people won't even notice. I mean, this looks like a totally normal taco bar. And you'll never know unless you try. And for them, it's just one meal. They can go back to having animal products and processed foods at the next meal if they want to. But at least try it out, see how it goes, and you may end up planting a seed with them and encouraging them through your behavior to live a healthier lifestyle as well. Again, you don't even have to make mention of the fact that it is whole food plant-based. It's not like these are vegan beans and vegan rice and vegan potatoes. It's just rice, beans, and potatoes and guac and salsa. It's whole, natural, real food. Woo!